Most people think Cinderella is a simple fairy tale. A poor girl, an evil stepmother, a magical knight, and a prince who falls in love. Disney tells us it's a story about romance, but the original Cinderella story was never about love. It was about obedience, punishment, and a very old idea of justice. And the ending? Disney never shows it. In Disney's Cinderella, the story is gentle. A fairy godmother appears. Animals help her. Magic fixes everything. The message is clear. Be kind, be patient, and love will save you. The villains are humiliated but forgiven. It's comforting. It's clean. It's safe. But this version only exists because Disney removed almost everything that mattered. The original Cinderella comes from the Brothers Grimm. The German title is Aschenputtel, literally meaning Little Ash Girl. There is no fairy godmother, no singing mice, no glass slipper, and most importantly, no mercy. In the Grimm version, Cinderella's mother dies early. Before her death, she tells her daughter, "Stay good and pious, and I will always watch over you." Cinderella visits her mother's grave every day. From that grave, a tree grows. Birds live in its branches. When Cinderella cries beneath it, the birds bring her what she needs. Not magic, not miracles, but reward for obedience. This story isn't about dreaming. It's about enduring. When the royal ball is announced, Cinderella is not invited. She is mocked, overworked, covered in ash. But she doesn't rebel. She prays at the tree, and the birds give her a beautiful dress and golden slippers, not glass, gold. Because in the original story, the slipper is a test, not a symbol of romance. At the ball, Cinderella dances with the prince. Not once, not twice, but 3 nights in a row in some versions of the tale. The prince tries to stop her from leaving. So Cinderella runs. She escapes into the forest. But this time, the prince prepares a trap. He orders the palace stairs to be coated with sticky pitch. When Cinderella flees, one golden slipper becomes stuck. She disappears into the night. The prince does not chase love. He collects evidence. Now the slipper search begins. The prince is not looking for a face, not a name, only a foot that fits the shoe. The stepmother is desperate. She orders her daughters to cheat. One sister cuts off her toe. The other cuts off her heel. The slipper fits. But the birds see the blood. They sing. There is blood in the shoe. The shoe is too small. The prince finally understands. This isn't subtle. The message is clear. Lies always reveal themselves. At Cinderella's wedding, the stepsisters arrive smiling. They pretend nothing happened. They hope for forgiveness. Instead, the birds return. They peck out the sisters' eyes. Not to kill them, but to blind them for life. This is not revenge. This is moral punishment. In grim fairy tales, envy is a crime. Cruelty has consequences, and suffering is permanent. Cinderella was never a love story. It was a warning to children, to daughters, to society. It taught obedience brings reward, envy brings destruction. The world is not fair, but justice is harsh. This is a medieval mindset, and it clashes violently with modern values. So Disney removed religious obedience, permanent punishment, physical consequences, and replaced them with kindness, hope, and romance. Not because the original story was wrong, but because it was too honest. The next time someone says Cinderella is a harmless fairy tale, remember, it wasn't written to make children dream. It was written to make them behave.